Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony the SoySauceAssassin. Good evening. As you can see, I'm over here again, not at the studio again, because there was a small story to it. Right? There's a small story to it. But let me say hi to everybody first and tell you what we're doing today. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Wild Billy, and another Joseph. Joseph Woodruff is also here. Tonight we're doing the Esteli, Herrera Esteli by Drew Estate, Miami 2016, and coconut rum and lemon. All right, so I hope everybody can hear me okay and the music's not too crazy. Today I used the Amazon to play music because I wasn't over there, and I figure something like this would be background noise, and it's not really. You probably wouldn't get warning from YouTube, so that's why we're doing here. Hey, Michael. See if I can make this louder. How do I do that? There we go. So, yeah, so once upon a time, Tony was trying to open a window, and that window was stuck. So Tony got a wood and hammered it a few times. First time he opened. Then he went on the trip, closed the window. When he came back, he tried to open the window wouldn't open again. He tried to do the same trick using the wood and the hammer to hammer open, but this time he missed. He hit the glass, and he broke it. So ever since July, late July, I've been trying to replace that window, and the window guy is supposed to come today. So I clean up the studio so that he can have room to access the place and everything. Well, today he had a family emergency, didn't show up. And I didn't want to put it back together again because I'm on a countdown to go to Arizona now. So I don't really want to put it back together, and then when I came back I had to put it away again. So I just gotta leave it as is and then just smoke it here. I think it's pretty much the same, right? Pretty much the same. So just my luck, when I try to start the thing, the video is about to start. When I'm about to hit start the video about 20 minutes ago, window went on a forced restart because of window update and shit. So that's why I was like, no, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna light it up. So I started early, just a little bit early. All right, just a little bit early. Now, Brendan Chapin is here too. So I started this early, and I taste cedar and a little bit buttery, cedar, but so far it's pretty good. Medium strength, I would say. The burn is kind of wonky a little bit. Has a little split in the center. I don't know why, but it's not really splitting. So we'll continue to work on that. Okay, we'll continue to work on that. But how is everybody's Wednesday today? I meant to ask Sherry, how did your test go? You're supposed to go to some sort of test today, isn't it? I am. See, I'm pumped and not pumped at the same time. Because obviously it's gotta be a packed fly, and it's not straight fly. So usually I would rather do a straight fly, but I couldn't find straight fly, so I kind of don't like the flight. See, that's the thing. My job consists of a lot of flight, but when I fly on customers' clients' expense, I get to fly business or first class. But when I fly my own, I'm in the economy, and as you know, the economy seats are tiny as hell, So it's not gonna be comfortable. So it's gonna be a suffering 6 hours to get there. 8 o'clock in the morning, get there around noon, 1 o'clock, and then when I finally landed, I can enjoy myself. So I'm psyched, I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm like not looking forward to the flight part of it. How to get to the airport, flight. You weren't good. I don't know until you search. Take that long to find out result. 2 weeks is a long time to find a result of mammogram or something like that. That's a long time. I don't know. I don't know if that's okay with me. I wouldn't like 2 weeks. 2 weeks can drive a person crazy when you just think, how bad is it? How good is it? Is that okay? I couldn't wait 2 weeks. So, obviously today I was trying to finish up some leftover stuff so that I can enjoy my weekend and a few days of weekdays without thinking too much of it. And I'm really hoping I don't get any phone call from my clients and stuff. So, I just want to finish everything. Like I finished my model. I finished some regular work. I finished sending out the last few stuff that I need to send out. And I even finished cooking for the weekend so that my wife had food to eat. It's just like I try to finish everything before I go. But while I'm on here, I guess we can talk about some things that's going on. And I figure sometimes you just have to address certain things, especially, I'm reading few messages that I feel like is misunderstood. I just, some people are not like so. As you already know, we're doing the audit. Nobody likes audit, right? Nobody's like audit. Doesn't matter what it is. Nobody likes audit. So I got asked, why are we doing the audit? Why are we doing this way? And a lot of people just literally tell me that they don't see the audit. But for Facebook, audit that we post is on the announcement. It's literally the first thing you see when you go into the Shadow Smokers Legion Facebook page. When you click link, that first post is always the announcement. So I don't know how you cannot be able to see that. I actually think that you should be able to see that relatively easily. So there's not to mention I tagged everyone. All right, you can tag the entire Shadow Smokers Legion by just tag Shadow Smokers Legion. So everyone's tagged. Everybody should have got a notification. Hey, Digordo. So it's like not a secret, right? And then I even put a reminder in my SoySauceAssassin page. So there's multiple places to remind you, just in case you check one place but you don't check the other. And then I got questions like, why are we doing the audit? Why does it matter for members like not being active? Well, what's up with that? And I try to tell everybody, I run Shadow Smokers Legion like a physical group, physical club, physical fraternity, sorority, however you want to call it, a group, a legion, physical. All right. So I don't want our group to be something like just another Facebook page that you click join. I don't want that. I want to let you know that this is something that has its value and has dignity and has see, Jay got it. That has something intangible value to it, that you can't just come in as you wish and leave as you wish and just all of a sudden disappear as you wish. Now, granted, most groups out there, like Lion Club or whatever stuff like that, will force you to be active by making you pay a due. So every time you pay a due, you remember you are in this group, right? Every time you pay your dues, you're in the group. You're in a group. We don't have that. So, think of it as like an automatic membership canceling. We're not like a gym, right? If the gym will continue to charge you, it's like, it's good if you don't show up, we just continue to charge you. But for us, if you don't show up for a long period of time to even check the announcement board, I will automatically cancel your membership, and our membership cannot be renewed. Just that simple. Just that simple. Well, if you turn off all your notification and doesn't even check, then that's another problem, right? You know, you don't really want to be on Facebook. You don't really want to engage in any club activity. Then you shouldn't be in a group. Does that make sense? You shouldn't be in a group if you're not gonna participate for a long period of time. Now, we haven't even been on that long, and we already have one audit before. You know, you know, we already have one audit before, and that first one was pretty much like a freebie. You know, we give everybody reminders and all that stuff, and make sure that everybody knows that such thing is going on. This one, I'm serious. You know, by the time I come back, and those people who doesn't respond will get removed. Now, here's what's gonna happen, okay? If you're the OG member and you didn't respond, I will send you one more tagged message to tell you that you missed your audit. And if you don't respond to that, we'll remove you and retire your number again. Okay. And if you're a regular member, you don't respond, that's it. Goodbye. Alright, and I think that's, you know, working in the benefit of doubt. Make sure that everybody has already got enough notifications and warnings and all that stuff before we do it. And I think that this is gonna make the group better, because now you have all those members who's joined early, then it's no longer active. The new members isn't gonna know who they are, and they're not gonna know the new members. So if this continues to go, people just gotta kind of fall apart and drift apart and no longer know each other. You know, eventually the club will have probably even more people, but not many people is gonna know each other because they're all from different time and they don't come in and out. For example, if I jump back into Cigar's Daily Nation right now, I am not gonna know pretty much everybody, right? So I don't think that's healthy, and that's not how you build a family. That's why we're gonna force remove members. Okay, now we're not trying to be cocky or anything. We're just another small group, but I feel like our group needs to be run the same way I would have run a group that's physical, that's had a actual, I don't know, a Legion Hall or something like that. That's how I would require people to show up at least once a month or something like that, right? That's all you need to do. The OG number right now will not be backfilled. We do still have a list of people that could and fit the criteria to be OG, because they are still they join within that time period of time, and they're not new members. But I think those people are actually the people that doesn't respond. So I don't know what I want to do with it yet. So in the meantime, I just put them as retired. Hey, Travis. So I wanted to make sure that everybody is content with what I'm doing and understand what I'm doing, because I'm not doing it because I want to, like, you know, put down the hammer and, you know, assess power or anything like that. I want to make sure the group is healthy and it's considerate for other members who are active, and it's also be considerate for the group's future, you know, future. And are they just to see how many members that actually still reads posts? I mean, that audit post was in red. How do you miss that? Yeah, because they didn't join. They didn't join the conversation. So a lot of time you gotta miss some people. You're not gonna know some people. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. No one's gotta remember what's going on. And to be really honest with you, if you don't even come out and kind of share what's going on with you or with anything, I don't know what the point is. You know, like when you join a group, you want to give and take, right? So you give your effort, and you take other people's effort. So, you know, when you have hard time, you come up and vent, and the group show you support. You also have to do the same in return, right? When someone else have a tough time, show them your support. But if you just come up and like whenever you have a bad time, but never shows up when you have a good time, that's unfair to the rest of the group, right? So I wanted to make sure that the group is fair, it's justified, it's dignified, and it's also it's got something solid going on. Not just anybody, you know. The point of doing invite only is so that we can be exclusive. We can be the one that is exercising our own ideal, but not just another Facebook group where you click and forget. So now that's why I want to make sure that the group stays that way. Now you gotta say, well, then why don't you let them to come back? You know, maybe they just have life problems and blah 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 blah. The life gets away. Life get into the way, and they cannot show up. Well, that's a different story. I've mentioned many times, if your life is getting busier and you cannot show up for a period of time, something's going on, let us know. Simply make a post that says, hey guys, I'm not gonna be here around for a while because I have something I'm dealing with, blah blah blah. At least somebody knows that something's happening. But if you didn't even do that, you didn't want to include us, and you just want to disappear, then yeah, you can disappear. You can disappear. I'll help you out. I'll help you out. So that's exactly why I want to do that, and I want to make sure that everything is done correctly, and that also opens up more rooms for us to find out who really want to be here, and let the people that really want to be here, you know. And we won't get overly large. We'll get to have our more fun, you know. And the number also allows us to prepare, plan things more accurately, right? For example, let's say 2021 meeting. If we have 500 members, don't I have to think that, oh, maybe we'll have like maybe 300, 400 members that want to show up, and I had to think if we got to do something like that, it'll be 400 members, right? But when you have a more accurate number, so for example, right now 130, 40 members has signed in, I can justifiably say, well, if 1 in 2 shows up, we have about 70 members that will show up, kind of thing. You know, that's how we can do better calculation with it. By the way, why are you guys smoking today? Let me know. I do not want to hear about that gurkha. Ash is holding up pretty good. The burn actually fixed itself, so it's pretty nice. This particular one is the 2016 one. I know that later on they changed the color of the band to more of a greenish, like olive color. So yeah, I don't know what's the difference between them because I don't usually smoke this one. But, you know, so far it's not bad. Just a buttery, cedary, kind of a little bit sweetness to this cigar. The draw is pretty good. The construction is nice. I like how deep the cap is. Like, I literally was able to cut it 3 times to get the right draw and not worry about the cap running out. First Wanderlust. Okay. Jens by Cornelius and Anthony. I think I saw your post on that one. Did I? Romeo and Juliet Reserva Rio. Is that one that has been sitting in your humidor, or did you buy that recently? Because I noticed the recent Romeo and Juliet Reserva Rio is not as good quality as it used to be. I don't know what changed, but it wasn't the same. La Roma de Cuba. Nothing this evening, almost bedtime for me. Oh, what? 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 Right now it's like 6 p.m. over there, isn't it? 6 p.m. over there. So, because that music ended, let me start this music here. Uh, recently, yeah, yeah. Let me know how you like. Do you can you tell the difference, or do you feel that it's different, or there's no different? Feeling yucky today, but I did order 18 mystery cigars. Bought a Green Hornet today. Okay, okay. 5:30. I get to work at 1:30 a.m. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. So yeah, I'm doing my countdowns on the days. My luggage is not even full yet. I haven't even tossed everything in there yet. You guys already know I'm bringing food over there for anybody who wanna have a try with the mouthfeel, to try it. So I know I didn't want to pack it too early and then melt. I had to put in the freezer right now, so it'll last a 6-hour flight as much as possible. You have about 30-second lag. That's all good. I mean, you can always close YouTube and come back in. You'll be less lag. Been binging on my old video. I didn't think anybody watched all my old videos, but yeah, sure. I really don't think people watch my old videos. So, I'm excited. I probably will bring. Last time I made the mistake of not bringing a phone stand. This time I'll bring an extra cell phone, extra battery, and cell phone stand to do some live if I'm there and just wanna have you guys join us. If I'm there alone or whatever, I will be able to do some streaming while I'm there. Play together. There's no Gurkha. There's always gonna be one Gurkha in there, right? Oh, you did. Yeah, that steak company did not like my reviews. I can tell you that. They didn't like it. Now, that steak review, I did it as a proof of concept for one of my clients. So I just do it. I was embarrassed. I was like, what the hell am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm doing it as a proof of concept. But, it turns out okay. I just put it up there anyway. I just didn't bother to take it down. You take the good guys. Some people really like the good guys. Some people really like the good guys. 30-second lag. So, yeah. I mean, I'm very excited. I'm thinking to bring some extra swag over there and just pass it around. Who knows? Our weather just went from 100 degrees to 65 this morning. So a little bit dry throat type of day. I woke up with dry lip too. My top of my lip was so dry. I didn't go to sleep until 4 a.m. last night or this morning. And, I woke up at 7 and my lip was completely dry. It was crazy. It's not like I didn't drink water before I go to sleep too. It's just dry. Just dry. The cold air really get me. Even though we had rain too, it's not like it's dry weather. It's cold and rainy right now. I'm wearing my hoodie again, so you can tell it's kind of cold. It's kind of cold, but then it's dry for some reason. Some people are having seasonal allergy. Some people are coughing at night. My wife coughs at night right now. So I don't know. It could be the seasonal stuff. It's just a crazy season. Acorns falling down like crazy. The other day I was cooking, my wife was like, did you see the squirrels picking out acorn? I said, please pick them out. Take them out. Have enough food. Be the baller squirrel. Be the baller squirrel that's got to go out in the winter and just stand outside and say, hey lady, I got plenty of corns. Would you like some nuts at home? So, you want to be that squirrel that comes out, says, I got plenty of nuts in here. Attract some female squirrels. Just take out the squirrel. Take it out. I would have way too many of those that I don't even know what to do with it. Every time I drive my car out, I gotta run through a whole pile of it. It's so hard to clean up. So hard to clean up. And I know those people who buy those acorn pickup thingy, looks like a net, like a drum, has multiple wires. Those things, when I tried it, I'll pick up one and then drop 4. As I keep going forward, pick up 1, drop 4, pick up 1, drop 4. Can't use those. So I just basically use like a sweeper, like an electric sweeper, just blow them to the side and that's it. didn't really do much to them. I'm hoping that, you know, when I hire somebody for winter cleaning, they'll just clean it up. But yeah, I heard it's gotta be good weather when I get there. Should I bring any long sleeve at all to Arizona? Do I need to? Do I even need to bring long sleeve? You know, based on the time and like scheduling and stuff like that for Arizona, I'm pretty sure I'll have like, you know, a few hours a day in the hotel doing nothing. You know, jump into the swimming pool or something. Hopefully, it will still be open. Who knows? Just want to enjoy my vacation over there. You know, work free. Hopefully, work free. I don't really want to get like work calls, but you know, sometimes when they call, I have to pick it up. But I don't really expect them. That's why I gotta bring 2 phones. Yeah, it is this weekend, this Friday. So I have 1 more day to go, and then Friday morning at 6 a.m. I'm gone. Sure, I'll tell him Steinheifer say hi. Low 60 in the morning, but it's not chilly for you. No, 60s are pretty chilly for me. 60s are chilly for me. So I'll bring some long sleeves to change around. But I probably won't leave the door until 11 anyway. So the cigar is standing pretty good. Still good construction. You know, the ash is nice and white. Burns nicely. Strength are still in the medium type. It's more cedary and buttery and not much anything else. There's not much going on. But enjoyable. Surprisingly enjoyable. It's a good cigar. I'll say this is a good cigar. In terms of size, this is more like a long Robusto, or even they call it like double Corona, however you want to call it. 88 to 90 during the day. 88 to 90 doing it. Okay. I gotta remind myself to get some cash with me too. Without cash going out by myself, sometimes I just run into trouble. Definitely had to get it. Better tablet will pull a mountain. I'm in my car, so I'm okay. You know, under this is table. This is table right here. You know, table. So I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, I don't smoke like Martin and Maya. I like long ashes. Long ashes is the way I do it. I'll be up way earlier Saturday for sure. I don't sleep late. Went for 80 to 50 like Isa State Trooper. That's a good example. That's a pretty good one. Oh, I love this drink. It's good. It's good. That little bit of citrusiness from the drink actually helps for me to kind of clean my palate. It's nice. So yeah, now I'm already thinking what cigar I want to buy when I get there. What do you think will be cigars that you think I should be buying when I get there? What do you think is a cigar I should be buying when I get there? Oh, talk about bad timing. Shady Eggs is arriving on Friday, which is the day I left. You know, my wife will get back and then just take that and toss in one of my humidors and call it a day, but I don't get to try it before I leave. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking to buy a box of the Plasencia Robustos, Alma Fuerte. But everything else, I'm debating. Maybe I'll get some Fratellos, and maybe I'll get some AJ Fernandez. But what should I get? Single shady for the group smoke. Sure, definitely. We'll do that when I get back. I'll definitely do that when I get back. And also, we're doing the raffle ticket will open for purchase on November 1st. It'll be $5 ticket, and there's no limit. And basically, those money will go towards shipping and gifting, and then replenishing some costs that incurred doing the making the swag for everybody, or the website and all that stuff. All right, Brendan, talk to you later. So that's where the money is going. Hopefully, you'll get somewhere close where we have leftovers, and a good amount of leftover will be used either for the cutter in the future for everybody, to lower the cost of the cutter, or to to help people who want to go to 2021, and some stuff like that. That's where it's going. Is try to replenish some of the cost first, so that we can do more. We can do more, because after all, a lot of people is like, why didn't we sell the stuff at a higher cost so that there's profit? I think somebody called it keystone pricing, and I don't do keystone pricings. I just basically give you guys at cost. Everything that I purchase and give it to you guys are at cost, if not at a loss. So that's why there's no leftover to replenish anything. If anything that will be replenished, I figure it will be from the raffles. So yeah, most of everything that we make nowadays are either at a loss or at a cost. So whatever you're paying is actually how much it really costs. And I think from this time, the cups, I really demonstrated how much shipping will have cost. Okay, that's literally the actual shipping that everybody received. I don't know if it shows on the paper, but that's the actual shipping that I paid. That's why everything costs quite a bit of money, but in order to continue to do that we have to find ways to replenish the cost. I'm more loose than Bob the Cigar Guy, obviously, but still has to replenish some of them, because they go the amount of things that we made in a year actually cost some ridiculous amount. I just don't. I do have a few. Yeah, I do have a few. If you're looking for, yeah. So the amount of money that we used to, I used to, find ways to make certain things for everybody. It's ridiculous, because a lot of time I had to buy whatever amount that they require, and sometimes I just eat the cost for 10 or 15 of them. So I'm trying to balance that, and at the same time, the glass, I foot it quite a bit. The glass, just make that happen, I foot it quite a bit. The next thing that we gotta do is obviously the coin. The coin, to get the demos and all that stuff created first, so I had to get the mold created, which would cost $150 to just do that. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to recuperate some costs through the raffles, and then we take that, so we'll have more swag for next year. I know some people don't really care for the swag though. I just do. I care for the swag a lot. And believe it or not, I found a way to make our ring. But when I got into it, I realized that there's a bigger problem. Not everybody had the same ring size. There are four sizes and half sizes. They don't have between sizes. And also, I know some people have quarter, 3 and 8 and 1/6 of an inch, that kind of thing. My wife had weird finger sizes that I don't even know how to manufacture them that way, and they're expensive. They're over $100. They're over $100 for a silver or gold plated ring. They're not actual gold. They're plated. So I'm debating whether or not to make them. And if I make them, I'll probably just make one for myself. but I did look into it, and I think at that point I pretty much tried to make everything and anything that it was mentioned when we first started Shadow Smokers Legion. We pretty much tried. Oh, that fell down. Just went halfway. That one half, more than half. That one more than half. It's not bad. I think at that point we made everything. Like, you know, I remember all the episodes that we had in the past. We talked about all the swag and stuff like that. Everything you guys pretty much mentioned, I made. So, okay. So yeah, it was. I think it's pretty amazing that within 1 year, we did all that. 1 year, all that done. So, you know, I think that's an accomplishment. That's pretty cool. I do feel bad for people who were in the group, got some swag, and left the group so quickly. You know, I don't see a point of it. I would think that people want to get the swag out actually here for good. You know, it's like I'm proud to wear them and all that stuff. You don't want to wear a swag going on and they ask about this Shadow Smokers Legion. Can you invite me in? And they go, nah, I'm not in that group anymore. How does that work? You know? Got more cedary, a little bit sweeter, has a little bit of chart too, chartness, a little bit corn too, but not popcorn, just cornish. Yeah, we do have the best swag though. I think that we do. A lot of time my wife has asked me, like Mrs. Assassin asked me this. She's like this. I think one day, if you're not doing Shadow Smokers Legion anymore, if everybody quit and whatever, you should license your logos to do something else. Just change the cigar to something else because that logo looks great. And I was like, no. She's like, why not? I was like, because I don't think I want to be a sellout just to be able to license a logo out there. She's like, well, maybe someone else can, you know, do a cigar brand with that logo. I was like, you know, that it's not the same. It's not the same because I think even if we stop doing it one day, it's just okay, you know, all of us just it's like we're not gonna smoke anymore. All right, no members left. Shadow Smokers Legion will become a legacy, right? Something we can talk about and remember, rather than, hey, did you see that new clothing brand that's using that skull that looks just like Shadow Smokers Legion? No. You know, I'd rather to have to do that. Yeah, have a good night, man. I'll see you very soon. I'll see you in a couple days. So I'll see you very soon. I was like, that's our logo. That's something money cannot buy. You know, money cannot buy that. The whole experience, memory, the legacy, the history, it's different. It's different. I mean, I consider that as a legacy, as a history. You know, we made history. Now, some people might not think of that as, you know, what's a big deal? You have 100-something members. You call that history? I think it's history. I think we made history. We make our stand against bullies and bullshit and all that kind of crazy things in the Facebook area, in the online social media. And we went out there and we made something our own, right? We made a home. We made a name out there. We have our own cigars. That's from zero to hero, right? That's from zero to hero. We try our best to do that, and we did, right? We have made a category just for ourselves. So I think that's history. You know, that's worth remembering. That's worth whatever the change that's gonna happen in the future. This is worth talk about, worth remembering, worth the to keep, you know, a keepsake. You know, in 10, 15 years, someone's gonna ask like, have you seen this before? Like this cup, it's really cool. You know, It's like 2029, but then I look at this like, this skull thing is pretty cool. Is this some sort of like, you know, whatever? And then people will be like, oh yeah, you didn't know? Shadow Smokers Legion was a group of families that, you know, they just hang out and all that stuff. So I think that would be something cool in the future. In the future. And that's if we don't make any more stuff. And I cannot imagine that we don't have new swag coming out, because I seem to always find ways to make more myself stuff. Like I always go out there and like, hey, that would be cool to make one of those. Let's try that. And when I liked it, I bring it to you guys. You know, and I think that's, we never run out of that. We never run out of that. And unfortunately, we can't even put it to the store. So no, you cannot just go into the group Facebook page. It's an invite only, private, cannot be searched. It's an invite only, private group, it cannot be searched. One way in, one way out. Only the people who want to be there will be there. People who doesn't, shouldn't. And I'm gonna be very anal about that too. Hey, Yasser, what's going on, man? Now I try to, I'm not gonna give up our original concept of this group. I'm not gonna give out our original basis of this group, and what I believe in this group is gonna be the same until I'm no longer leading this group on, right? I'm not gonna change anything. I want to make sure everything is the same for everyone, new and old, the same. A place to enjoy, the place to learn new stuff, the place to try new stuff, the place to share stuff, the place that you can pretty much talk about anything without getting killed by keyboard warriors. A place that we can all share new news, old news, fun stuff, rare cigars, tobacco, period, kind of thing. So cool, yeah, sir. So you know, that's what I was hoping to do. You know, a place that we gotta have fun doing what we're doing, regardless what it is about. You know, a place that you can kind of lean back when you fall, to get back up. A place that will have your cheers when you accomplish something. You know. Keep watching for what? KMB Golf, are you looking to join the group or something like that? I thought you were already in the group. Like, who are you looking to join? Oh, I thought Martina Maya took care of you last time. Go leave a message in my Soy Sauce Assassin page. Just go in to the page and leave a message there. So I have your screen name. Another thing I'm thinking to do is to enhance our member directory. One thing I want to keep adding, or add to our list, is to have a way to identify which member have served the military. That's what I want to do, and obviously I'm gonna ask Sherry and Michael's help to add that in and kind of figure out who has joined the military before and served. And what I want to ask Sherry to do is during specific seasons such as Veterans Day, Memorial Day, that kind of time, for her to focus in the bomb list to those people, and not based on who's most active, but appreciating to all those people who have served. That, I think that will be a step forward. So medium rare bread troll 420. Hey, so yeah, I do want to, you know, sometimes focus on something else versus sometimes not. And I think for me, I do want to focus on those people who have provided and served and deserve our thanks once in a while. Okay, Russell, I won't be weird in the beginning. Who's medium rare bread? Now, since you guys are here, I just want to ask, are you guys like 2-year-old? Now, before you guys get kicked, I'm just saying. I mean, I know that a lot of you wanted to be trolls and even went out of your way to create trolling accounts. And just, I just wonder, like, you know, why do you have so much time? Like, how do you have so much time? Are you like 10 years old? Because I realize this, right? Trolls are just, a lot of trolls like to come up and talk nothing but sexual stuff as if they never get laid. You know, when you're an adult, don't you kind of got over the sexual part already? Like, you know, do you always have to just troll about porn? Can you be more creative? Couldn't you be more creative? Like, you know, you see me smoking cigars. At least troll something about cigars rather than sexual stuff, because that's just boring, you know. Once upon a time, somebody trolled the group, actually made up a whole story about ostrich racing, and that was more interesting than somebody just come out and says, hey, I want to see BBC or something like that. That's just like, you know. If you want to troll, at least come up with something more original, something that will actually bother me, you know. Come up with something that will actually bother me, then maybe I'll feel bad about it. But like, you know, if you don't come up with something that bothers me, like doesn't bother me. Here's another one. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you guys cannot come up with something original. Being 40 years old, you'll think that you have enough, you know, something that trolls correctly. Just come up with something original, please. Something that will entertain me just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, it's funny because I was driving the other day and I was thinking about the trolls. And that's exactly what I was thinking about. It's like, couldn't trolls just talk about anything else other than something sexual? Because people here are over 21 and they're not really bothered by it, technically. Because it's like, you try, like, I understand if you've got to be a troll and enjoying a group that's like, just want to watch video games, like teenagers, and go, oh my god, somebody's talking about penis. Oh, you know, that might bother someone. But everybody here is over 21, and it's like, if you want to see those kind of stuff, go to a strip club. Plenty of those, okay? Plenty of those. All you need is a couple dollar bills. Over here, we enjoy nice cigars and nice conversations. It's just like, you know. Yeah, I know. I just try to, you know, finish my point because you kick them relatively fast. I just want to finish my point. It's just like, I just don't understand why, you know. All right, Jason. Why they cannot come up with something more original? Like, if you want to come a troll, at least troll better than Jeff or James. All right, if you can't even beat those two, you're not that funny. You know, it doesn't bother me. You know, and today we have Wild Billy and we have Chapins here. And you had to be at least troll to a point where it bothers those two people. And I'm pretty sure those two people are hard to bother. Right? troll to a point where it bothers people, not just something blunt out of sexual comments and that's it. It's like makes you sound like 2-year-old or like a 40-year-old version, whatever you want to call it. Come out with some original story, better than, sexual stuff, better than ostrich racing or someone who tried to buy drug off the street, because those, those doesn't even bother me. And then you think that's gotta bother me. It's funny because, they're arresting people that's trying to sell vaping juice right now. That's drug right now. It's funny. Massachusetts does consider drug right now. People are trying to hey, $50 for a bottle, and they got caught. And I think the police officer shoot them or something at gunpoint or something like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Without going too political, China right now is having a serious blast against NBA and against South Park. I don't know if you guys read the South Park message to China. China just being on the offensive on everything because they cannot handle any trolls and criticism. Even though I still don't understand why people say like Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh. And I don't even understand Winnie the Pooh. Like, it's a male Pooh Bear with a female name that sounds like a male with a female accent. And then with a donkey that he always pinned the tails on his ass. I really don't get that concept. I really don't. So to call Xi Jinping Pooh Bear, I don't understand. Like, do they talk alike or something? I don't get the reference. Hong Kong is still doing their protests, and they has put in act that you for protests you can no longer cover your face. Right? For protests you can no longer cover your face. But they still do. And they still continue to damage things, continue to smash things, continue to cause issues. Now, I don't have a problem with protests, but I will tell them to chill, sit down, and have a nice cigar. Chill, sit down, have a nice drink, have nice cigars. Don't go fight the police officers, because those people are your neighbor, your friends, your friend's friend. Yeah, it might be your aunt's son. Who knows? China and Hong Kong isn't that big. So for them to do all that kind of stuff, it's just like, why? Because I feel like a lot of people are there for not to really to protest, but for being able to smash things up and cover their faces and all that stuff. So that's not protest anymore. That's not protest anymore. That's not protest. I don't even know what they're protesting about now. It seems to be the same thing, but it's not really. So it's like, why are they protesting now? Just sit back and enjoy a cigar. Sit back, enjoy a nice drink. It's like people are too stressed. People are too stressed. And people don't take the necessary time to relax themselves. And I really recommend people to take the time to relax. Because a lot of times you think that you're fine. Nothing's bothering you or anything like that. But it really is. Okay, it really is. Let me see. What people don't... Japan has one of the highest suicide rates in the world. Okay, Japan has one of the most suicide rate in the world. And the reason is because they hold everything in. And it's not like they don't go out and kind of drink and release some stress and all that stuff, but their financial stress is very high. Okay, financial stress is very high. Now, because it's very high, they never got enough relaxation for themselves. They never got enough relaxation for themselves. And they end up killing themselves. Okay? Japan is one of those countries where you don't say what you think. Right? You don't say what you think. It's culturally unacceptable to say what you think. Now, let me finish this point. I'll answer that one. Okay, Damon. Japan, if someone is smoking right next to you and you don't like it, you don't go over there and say, hey, don't smoke. I don't like it. That's culturally unacceptable. They'll go there, kind of smoking is bad for you, it might bother rest of other people, blah, blah, blah. You will not say, hey, don't smoke it out. That's Japan. So you can imagine a lot of time people want to go, hey, you get the hell out of here. I do not want to see you smoke a cigarette here. Get the out of here. They want to do that, but they can't. So they're holding that stress when they go home. When they go home, they can't scream because it bothered the neighbor. So a lot of them have a lot of stress, and if they don't chill down and have a nice drink and whatever, they build up that stress and they rather kill themselves. It's really bad. So make sure that when you have something that bothers you, stressful stuff, talk it out, have a nice smoke, have a nice drink, relax, sit down, ask yourself, what is the worst case scenario? Because you're never at the worst case scenario. You're never, ever at the worst case scenario. Things can always go worse. All right? And if you do hit the very, very worst case scenario, think of it as you're on the rock bottom. You can't go any lower. You can only go higher. All right? So, that, cheer yourself up. Cheer yourself up is a good way to do it. And share your problem is a good way to do it. Okay? So now, back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong's issue will become larger issue or political posturing. At this point, I think it's too serious to back down. Like, they can't just go, all right, we're not going to do anything anymore. We're down, blah, 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 and nobody suffers any criminal or legal consequences because now it's more than a protest. They're asking people to step down using violence as a bargaining tool. All right, using crippling the transit system, crippling even sports game, crippling everything just to force the government to cripple. Well, here's the thing: when you try to corrupt a power, all right, you can only do it with even higher power. All right. So, for example, if you try to coup a country, you need a military that's even stronger than this current country. You can't just go, we're peasants and we want to complain so we can overthrow this country. That doesn't work. You need somebody even higher power. Okay? So for them to do this point, at this point right now, someone is the leader of this protest. And this protest has already gone over the point of legal, political issues. So to surrender now means everyone there face legal issue, so they can't surrender. China isn't gonna surrender either. Now, China's government is almost pseudo dictatorship. Okay, they're not gonna back down because that makes them look bad, and Chinese people hates look bad. All right, Chinese people hates to be belittled, insulted, disrespected, or underestimated. So when you challenge the Chinese government, you underestimated them. All right. The right way to do it is actually try to lobby the government to do it. All right. So if they don't like a law, they lobby the government to get rid of that law. That's the correct way to do it for Chinese people. But they did it via power. Now you are smaller power versus a big power. You're more likely to clash. Hey, Skinner. You're more likely to clash. And now they're clashing. Now what they're doing is basically, I think, is China is waiting for them to do it bad enough where they can just sentence all of them to death. Literally, they're waiting for them to break enough laws where all of them will go through trial and get a 99-year sentence. And they learn not to get the international attention that way by riding tanks to people. You know, there is military presence, but they're not acting with it. They're waiting for them to have a, like, you know, smoking gun power to say, okay, all of these people are going to jail for like long period of time. Where they come out, they will be sideways. That's what they're doing, I think. Skinner, I think nobody died in Tiananmen Square, just so you know. No, no one died in Tiananmen Square, just so you know. That guy in front of the tank never got ran over. There's actually a video out there that shows the guy literally bullied the tank to back off. They didn't run over the guy. So yeah, it's not gonna end well for the people that protest. That's guaranteed. Like, China isn't backing down. If this was the old Hong Kong, they would have won. All right. If this was Hong Kong before '97, the British government will give in. Okay, that I can know that for sure. They will give in. Hey Matt, but at this point, it's Chinese that rules, and the government is selected by Chinese government. So it's not gonna end well. They're not gonna back up. They hold back to that law to not enact it. Doesn't mean they won't draft another one to say it differently. But right now, not gonna end well for the people that's protesting, because they're trying to challenge the absolute government. Just imagine if this happens in Russia or North Korea. All right, imagine if this happened in North Korea. What happens? Well, the same thing is kind of gonna happen, but China is more out there internationally, so they cannot do that publicly. They will do it underhandedly. So it's not gonna end well. And I'm pretty sure all those people are like that. They knew something's gonna happen. That's why they cover their face, because they can't stand out. Over here, the riots and the protest people don't wear a mask. They come out and say, yeah, American rights, yes, I have a freedom. You know, they do that. They don't care if they get arrested. But over there, if you get arrested, you're pretty much not coming out. So unfortunately, that will be the case over there. I really feel like if you are in Hong Kong, you support the cause, that's one thing, but no longer go to those protest events, because I know that they are starting to find excuse to arrest you, and they will not try you fairly for sure. And they don't have to try you in Hong Kong, you know, if they really want to send it to China to do it. So, because technically you're not challenging the Hong Kong government, you're challenging the Chinese government. So they'll find a way to ship you over there. It's corrupt. It's corrupt. Money speaks louder than words. So, should have done it the right way. I mean, there that many people supporting it, they can definitely lobby their way in. But having a physical, damaging protest, it's not gonna end well. This cigar is actually really good. I only have one though. It has this really nice cedar aroma, and it gets buttery at times, almost like a Connecticut, but with more to it. A Connecticut with more. I think just enough too. In comparison, I think this one is more balanced than the Brulee for Dumbarton. So the Soma Rinso Brulee is not as balanced as this one. This one's got some strength. Still kind of tastes like a Connecticut, but with more. So yeah, I highly suggest this one. This is actually not bad, and the ash hold up pretty good. And in terms of the strength, medium strength, it's like a medium. Depends how fast you smoke. Could be medium plus, but it's not that crazy. Burned, kind of goes in and out. So it fixed itself earlier, and now it's kind of wonky again. It has that little sleeve coming out. Hopefully that will fix itself in a few minutes. And I asked the guy to leave me a message on the SoySauceAssassin page. I don't know if he did. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Based on looking at the notification, I don't think he left me a message yet, so I will leave it as is for now. And here, in terms of the, did you leave a message? I didn't see a message. I didn't see a message. I'm looking at it right now, and I don't see a message. Where did you leave the message? Where did you leave a message? Clicking through here, I don't see the message. Have a good night, Damon. Twice. It was in the post. Okay, I'm going to a post right now. Alright, so let's go here in the post. Maybe in the most recent one. John McCarthy III asked me to remove him too. Good. At least he asked me to. So that's Kevin Burrows. Is that the one? Is that you? You had to accept the friend request, so I can invite you. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I think McCarthy used to be active. Okay, so let me just do this before I forget, because I most likely will forget. How do I do this? Here we go. Here we go. Invite sent. So yeah, let me talk about what my goal is this time to go to Arizona then. I plan to go to Cigars Daily again, obviously. Go to TNT because last time I did not visit any of the TNT places. So I'm going to go to the TNT place to kind of get a good feel about that place. You know, I mean, we all support Cigars Daily and TNT, but I've never been to TNT. I bought a cigar from them before, yeah, when Tim was there. And obviously with Harrison and a few other members that's handling that place right now, I would like to know better for that place. So going to visit that place and get a better idea of their shipping and then cigar, system, so that we can have a better idea which cigar place we should be buying cigars from. And that's one of the reasons I want to get there. And also Embargo, I've been there once, but I never. It was doing the grand opening. So it'll be interesting for me to get back there and to see what kind of deals that we can get from them, right? And the last one will be Fox Cigars, and I know that they're releasing some crazy stuff like trial kits and all that stuff, and I want to learn about it. That's why I'm going to that too, because somebody mentioned it. You should go to Fox Cigars to take a good look. I think that would be very interesting for me to get there and get to know the people there. And maybe, just maybe, we will have more places to better help us to get, good buys and good cigars from them. And that way, it save your money, save your time to look for cigars. It definitely helps if we can do group buys. I don't know if some of you guys already tried the group buy before. Sometimes it does cost a few dollars more because of shipping here and there, but it allows you to pick up that one cigar that you just don't have nearby you. and or try the one cigar that just wasn't available before. I mean, a lot of cigars I like to buy tend to be bundles up, but as a premium. So a lot of like Davidoff cigar, you can only buy them in bundles of 10. They don't sell singles. So I think it helps, you know, to help everybody to try that cigar one time, because cigar is all about experience, trying it, knowing it, and then that way you can know whether you like it, right? You don't knock it until you try it, kind of thing. And a lot of time you'll find that certain cigars has special taste to it. For example, I'm pretty sure a lot of you did not expect that plum taste from the Voice cigar, and now that you have tasted, you're like, whoa, there is such notes that give that kind of taste. So, you know, obviously the type of the cigar leaves, the tobacco leaves are not that, there's not that many, but blending them changes them, right? You know, it's like, you know, having Pepsi with lemon in there, it changes the taste completely, right? It's just how they blend it, which one is the perfect blend. And a lot of time you gotta find one company stop using one blend and another company came out with a different cigar that tastes just like the other one, right? And it's like, yes, now I finally can taste that particular cigar again, but not the same, right? So that helps people to get their hands on a limited production cigar, and then in a way different, right? So for example, egg roll. Let's say if Punch no longer make egg roll for the rest of their company entirely, right? But you like egg roll. But you wouldn't know until you try other cigars that another cigar might have almost the same blend as egg roll until you try them. But once you try them, you will know that there is another cigar that you can replace that cigar you can no longer buy. But what happens if it's a bundle only or a box only? There's no way for you to get that again, right? So by going through group buys, we can each try one or two cigars of a new ones or a limited one or something like that, for you to find out whether or not that cigar is something that you like. And I think that for having being able to do group buys, very big thing for our group. Granted, every time I ship it, oh my god, it's hell. It's a lot of work, but I think it's worth it to you know, just a little work for one person can make a group of people happy to be able to try something, and I think that's very important. So I highly encourage for people to do group buys. Just make sure you do it correctly and make sure you send it out. I think we already have few members that have tried group buys, and somewhat helps them the ability to buy a cigar too, especially if they sell only in a box. Yeah, here we go. Especially if they sell only in boxes, then like for you by yourself, you wouldn't want to buy that. But with the group behind you, you can feel like, oh, I can buy that and I can probably share with a few people. If not, you can always, you know, share the love by sending it out. You know, sending out works too. So it works. So yeah, and for the new members, okay, make sure to introduce yourself. Make sure to read the rules, okay. If you break the big rules, I will kick you. Minor stuff, sometimes I overlook it, but the big rules I will kick. Okay, and get to know the members. You know, you already chat with them here. Get to know them better. I highly encourage you to record a quick Facebook video so people know how you look like, what you do, what you smoke, so that, you know, we can better know each other and help each other on this journey of smoking every single cigar in the world. You know, you never know. The group is big enough right now where we have members pretty much in the most major states that everybody have a way to get us, or as a group, something that's special to their local, right? You know, for example, I get Chinese cigars here and there when I go travel, and you guys get to win it. Or you know, when you guys know that you like it, I can help you guys buy it. That's usually the case. You know, it's all about helping each other. Being a group, helping each other is very important, and being able to do that for each other is very important, because if you help somebody to find a cigar, in the future, someone's gonna be able to help you buy a cigar too. So it's always give and take. You know, put the effort in there, you will receive your effort back. That's the point, right? That's the point of having a group. It seems like many aren't posting on the page either. What do you mean by many aren't posting the page either? A lot of our members actually just like to like and read the comments and on the page. That's totally fine. I'm okay with you just being able to go in there and just like a page or ask questions or once in a while comment. That's totally fine. I'm not asking everybody to be like, you know, photo active. So the web page is really for backup. So I understand that people are not going there to post anything. But I do encourage everybody to make an account in the webpage, just so that when Facebook go down, that's where you'll go. All right, when the Facebook goes down, that's where you go. But in normal cases, you wouldn't have to post multiple places. And also, when we have new cigars and the new cigars needs a purchase list and whatever, it will be on the news site only, because obviously Facebook doesn't like it when they senses that you try to sell or transfer cigars for any reasons. The rules, if you go to the page, there is a part where you can read the rules. There are a couple of us still uses it. Okay, yeah. I mean, you can use it if you feel like it's easier for you. You know, to keep that web page refreshing. I do check it once in a while to make sure nobody message me there or comment something for me over there. I do try to get time to do that, but you know, the rules are in the about section. Also, if you sign up, if you go to the announcement, you'll find our link to our webpage, and as soon as you go to that webpage, the first thing you see is rules. So the rule is very straightforward. It's nothing crazy, nothing, you know, out of this world. It's just normal rules. In the future, I will find a way to post a different set of rule lists, because Facebook only allow you to put 10 rules in there, and I think sometimes it's just not enough words to describe certain rules completely or in detail. But use common sense, right? Use common sense. Don't bully others. Behave. Have fun. Enjoy. That's usually what the group is for. Don't go in there and troll people and have a fight. You know, respect each other's opinion. Don't, you know, if you sometimes have disagree about something, just agree to disagree. So, you know, that way you'll be much happier person. Trust me. There are times where you value your opinion just like other people value theirs. So, you know, it's not gonna be necessarily the same, but you just gotta know that other people have their opinions too. So it's just common sense. Very, very common sense. Put yourself in the society of the 1990s. Steinheimer, good night, man. Okay, so then that way you'll enjoy a lot of things much more. The group is meant to be enjoyed. The more active you are, the more enjoyment you'll get out of it. Trust me on that. The more active you are, the more you'll get more enjoyment out of it. The less active you are, the less you're gonna get. You sure? I don't know. I might. And I want people to know that the group is not just about cigars. Alright? It's called Shadow Smokes Legion, not Smokers Club. Alright? We smoke, so we get together of that simple hobby. But it doesn't mean we don't talk about anything else. We talk about crazy stuff here and there. We talk about personal issues. We talk about, you know, like the other day, how, you know, cigar mechanic was fixing his cars, all that stuff. We talk about all kind of different stuff. People want to share, you know, things about their work and all that stuff. That's totally fine. We're not just about cigars. So if you think that like oh, because I don't have anything to share about cigars, so I don't want to be on there, then you're missing out. Then you're missing out, okay? Treat the group like a family, and that's how you're gonna have a good time, all right? And obviously, as we have done more of the events, we can. The hell? As we done more of the events, we can know that which one we want to do more often. For example, if you're new, you probably don't know our biggest giveaways. 3-hour giveaways. We already done it twice, and then it was a big blast. So we will do that again for Christmas. If you missed that, you're not gonna have that. That's fun, and it's not a lot of money to just get in. So yeah, we have good conversations, and this is what the live is really for. Is for the group to chat, to hang out, to share informations, and also time and opportunity for me to update everybody on things. So treat this as an actual club, treat this as an actual group, treat this as a fraternity, treat this as a hangout, treat this as a cigar lounge. However you want to treat this as an actual physical one, because that's how you're gonna enjoy this. Don't treat this as another Facebook group that I just click like because somebody wanted me to. Okay, that's not how it works. I have no idea if there is. I haven't seen much of the introductions, and I haven't really get through the list and stuff. And we have our own cigars, so if you don't keep up with the announcements and all the live clips and shows, you will miss a lot of cool stuff. Because how many groups had their own cigars? We have our own blend of cigars, own blend, own band, own brand, everything. That's from the ground up. It's ours. So if you don't keep up and you don't take the most advantage out of this thing to enhance your hobby, you're missing out. Okay, you're missing out. Well, anyways, so today I did a little bit early because I still have a few more things to take care of, and just want to be here still with you guys to hang out for a little bit, finish my cigars, and we still have a few cups left. But I feel like if there's got to be more people that wants a cup, I can order more. All right, I can order more. So long as we can fill another order, I don't know, big enough order, I can order more. So if you end up like sometime, you feel like if there is enough requests for more cups, then we will be able to. Here we go. If there's more requests for more cup, we will make another round of the cups. Okay, that's doable. That's doable. I'm actually looking to make my own decanter, so that's just a matter of time. So, anyways, so that's it for tonight. I thank everybody for joining. Today we had quite many people for Wednesday. That's actually very unusual because I never hit 20 on Wednesdays, right? So anyway, have a good night. Look forward to any of the content that I gotta put up for this weekend and Monday and Tuesday, and I will see you guys on those days. If I'm waiting in the airport and doing nothing, I'm gonna go buy breakfast and have a chat with you guys too. So if you got the cups, make sure to post those cups. Let me see. Let me know. Make sure they're okay. Show off to other groups. Show off in Instagram. And yeah, I will talk to you guys not tomorrow, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. All right. Good night, everybody. Behave, and I'll talk to you guys later. And welcome to join the group, the Kevin. All right.